Hey everyone, today I'm going to be playing my Pro Tour deck, Blue-Black Control, in the Arena play-ins. You have to 4-0 one of these play-ins to be able to play in the qualifier. So that's the goal. I made some changes from the Pro Tour list. We did really well at the Pro Tour. Me, Reed Duke, Matt Sperling had a combined 70% win rate. I actually went 6-4. That was the worst record on the team. Reed went 7-3, Sperling went 8-2, and I adjusted the deck a tiny bit because there's way less cup decks. The cup decks didn't do very well at the Pro Tour, so I'm playing less Spellsnars, less Requiting Hex, little adjustments, more cards like Strategic Betrayal and The End, and a few tweaks to the sideboard. But yeah, as a control deck gets, very few win conditions. Honestly, your main win condition is almost just cover up, especially in game one. You just cast that a couple times, collect evidence, and they have nothing good left in their deck. You've got one Tongs and River Region if you actually want to deal damage, and a lot of removal, a lot of card advantage, good mana base, good utility lands. So I didn't expect this deck to be as good as it was when I built it, but I did, and I kept doing well in testing. We played it at the Pro Tour, did well. My teammate Edgar played it in a PTQ at the Pro Tour. He didn't make day two, but he requalified for the Pro Tour, was a slightly adjusted version as well. So gonna take that for a spin. I would say the toughest matchup is Adolescence with Blue Talent. They're not playing Blue Talent, Boomerang Basics, not as bad. I'd also say Kaido decks are a little tough, especially as for Pixie. They have the combination of access to Kaido and Blue Talent plus Boomerang Basics, so kind of double whammy. But this deck is good against the Cup decks, and it's pretty good against all the new decks that showed up at the Pro Tour, especially Blue-Red Spellementals. Not an easy matchup to navigate, but I do think you're favored in the matchup. I think you're fine against the Caverner of Souls Elementals deck as well. Sultai Reanimator. I think you're good against the deck that won the Pro Tour, Dimir, the Demon deck. I played that matchup at the PT and a few times on the ladder, and so far it's been good. It's felt good, and I think you're also decent against the Harmonizer combo deck that made the final. So pretty well rounded deck, and no great weaknesses. So hopefully I can get the 4 wins I need on my first try. All right, easy keep. This thing maybe a little stock up, but slide up hand probably means the blue-red Spellemental deck. I think that matchup should be pretty good, especially game one. They have a few extra dead cards, a little less counter spells. Have I read the whole book, assuming it's finished? Not. I've just wrote my chapter and exchange a bit back and forth with Patrick and editing and stuff. I'm not sure exactly. I'm assuming. I mean, maybe everything is like original material. Assuming some of it is at least updated from his first book, but honestly, I don't know. Patrick was actually at the PT too. He made day two, but he went on doing 8-8, like 4-4 and 4-4. All right, let's see. They usually don't play Pierce in the main. But if I cast River Region, not discard to hand size, I could though. Hex is probably like a brick in this matchup. The downside of tapping out is I can maybe get out tempoed if they have like 2 creatures and then my scatter is dead, but then I have a cover up. That's probably fine. So just keeping the river region might be good. Wow. Get got. I think the stock list plays like what, 1 in the main? Is it a massive mistake to cut 4 stock up for 4 up to keep counter mana up? Yeah, I kind of got. Let's see. Maybe I was loose. Maybe they do have the 1 spell period that's pretty stock, and now I'm in a bad spot. Not a great start. Pretty unlucky. They have like really not that many counters in the main deck. Right, they're 1 of Spell Pierce, 1 of 2 Detect Intrusion. And they had like double creature too. Might still be okay. Let's see. Let's see, unlucky. 2 Detect Intrusion. Yeah, 1 of Spell Pierce. I mean, you could argue like game 1's really good, and I really didn't have to gamble there. Like sometimes you really just can play it very safe. There's no reason to gamble. Is that P-Deck a Brute? Nah, it's like one of the decks that did the best at the PT. Yeah, that game was probably like pretty hard to lose if I like played it a little slow. I didn't even have like Burst Lightning. It's like a little frustrating when you get like insanely unlucky, but also I gotta play around it for sure. So I don't think you really want the Guardians or the Tideminder in this matchup. They have Brawl. They have like the 2/2 plus the 2 mana counter, so I think Spell Snare is good. The Hex can all go. 3 steps ahead, you can usually just trim like tempo matchups. The Dark Banishings are good, and then you can like cut all the cover-ups or some of the cover-ups. Spell Pierce, I'm not sure, because the games go long and their spells are cheap, but it's kind of good early on against Winter Night Stories and Raw. Then Tidebinder can bail you out against Raw. You can get Thunderflock, I guess. Could just do like 1 cover up. Enough to keep them honest, but Mind Twisting for the resub. Is Vacuum good against them? Yeah, I think it's quite good. It like keeps their graveyard like small, and let's see. Don't have duress on 1 or 2. Bitter Triumph. I mean, my duress gets spell pierced. I think it's fine. They're also like not bad to have creatures, and on the ladder I won a game where, well, that was different. My opponent had Ash thing in his deck, but I won a game where I brought back a Nashling and it was like let me loot in the mid game, which was really nice. Winter Night Stories or Sleight of Hands. Let's take the stories, I guess. It sucks. Call them mulligans 5, so I should still be good as long as I will land eventually. That's gonna kill it now. I'm at 18. I mean, that second one, she tongue was my hands. Your life total kind of matters sometimes. I don't know, this is kind of sketch discarding a card even though I'm way up on cards. Ooh, nice. Take the cheap cards. Take the land. I don't even want to sag the lantern, honestly. Just remove a card, draw a card. Yeah, take a land. Just take both lands. You think they fill up their graveyard too fast for Ghost Vacuum? Mm, not sure that's true. Could have taken an untapped lands. I mean, I was greedy. Looks like it's probably not gonna matter at this point. I'm not knowing spots. Guess I'll take shoot the sheriff. Let's see. You don't want to get in burst lightning range. It'll punish for not keeping an untapped land. This is where keeping one cover would have been good, yeah, but they mulliganed to 5 and that game was weird, and they're pretty good at countering cover-ups after sideboards. I think the more cover-ups you have in your deck, the harder it is, the easier it is to like fall behind. I think this counts as both, right? Um, six. So I can cast a Regent. I can cast Wan Shi Tong on my opponent's turn first. Might be a bit better. It's also better if they have a crab. Our goods. We are good. $14. What do I lose to? I just cast it, right? All right. Cover up or not. Unagi was pretty good for me at the PT in that matchup. It's like expensive, but let's do one cover up. Seamless as the PT. No, I changed a bunch. Like first, Edgar changed some stuff for the PTQ. We like made some change to the PTQ. Because Edgar didn't make day 2, but then he won a PTQ was like updated list. And since I made some more changes. I come in was in my control deck in the top 8 because we're bad at draft. I'm bad at draft. Am I queued for the next VT? Yeah, I'm queued for the next two. I was already kind of queued for the next queue because I was queued for the next one. I had Hall of Fame invite if I needed to, but no, I don't even need the Hall of Fame invite anymore. It's gonna get countered almost always, but just gotta do it. Like, not great because you fill up their graveyard, but my hand's pretty decent. Also, Spellsnare is just gonna be great against me. I mean, look at my hand. That's insane. I actually had 7 2-mana cards. That's funny. Isn't there some kind of draft only event coming up? That's next year. Yeah, it's like a limited Pro Tour, basically. A limited only Pro Tour, kind of. I can use my Hall of Fame invite for that, so the goal is to, like, either qualify for it directly or do well enough that I can save my Hall of Fame invite for it. Let's use Essence Scatter while you can. None of their creatures have really scary enter the battlefield effects against you, so that's a good draw. Could maybe play second Fountain Pour. It's pretty good against some of these meta decks. I think it's okay to consult here because I have because if they have Haral, I have Negate and Bitter Triumph. I think I'm gonna take it slow though. I'm just gonna say go. Then I'm gonna make a fish if they don't do anything. Just slowly get ahead like that. Okay, now they're tapped to 1 mana. Is there a reason to play Consult now? It means no Spider Sense, 3 cards. Yeah, I guess it's fine. Oh. Well, that's nice. They're gonna be all greedy here. Yeah, Spell Snare is pretty much always gonna be a thing though. Probably can't go too wrong. Could just not be too greedy and take like land and do I care about these Winter Night stories? Could take land Unagi. I think I definitely want to take a lands. And the other card's kind of tricky. Maybe taking a lantern is fine. Even the 1 mana though kind of doesn't really fit the curve here. Probably gonna want to use like your removal spell, maybe not. I don't feel like I can go too wrong almost no matter what I pick, but it's still nice to try and make the right decision here. Guess I'll take Unagi, but I'm more like not so sure. Like they're gonna cast what, 1 stories and then Unagi kind of deals with the second one in some ways. Let's not get too fancy. Try and get rid of that. Oh. Oh, Unagi kind of like soft blocks them now. Guess they could have Thunderflock. Yeah. I'm playing bad. I should have played one sheet on 4/4. This is getting all scary. Yeah, I'm like making all the classic mistakes, I feel. Just not trying to think like, okay, what do I lose to now? Free cards. Yeah, this is like... It's not going well. Looks like I might still be fine though. Nine. I'm at 10. Wow, not a removal spell, really? Beats. Well, that's silly. Let's see. I could think like duress plus counter. And try and protect my Wanshi Tongue. That probably makes sense. So silly. I mean, I probably just played bad, honestly. I just both games I probably should have won. I played a bit better. I like really like just played really poorly every step every step of the way. Can't win, right? In paper, do you have issues closing out games with a blue-black deck? None of us got draws at the PT, but I won. I definitely like went to time at least once or twice. I have to get that thing right away once they pay the mana to get the trigger and stuff. Let's see if they showed up was a basic. Nope. Had I lost? I mean, they had like the absolute perfects, and I played badly. Oh, I gave them a chance to come back in the game. Can't really pinpoint where it went wrong, but I like basically, I think I cast Unagi at some point. Maybe I made plays that were bad against Thunderflock and got punished for it. Drum?
Sir, I noticed you did not top 8.
There's like 20 different versions of that deck. Tidebinder, Stroke, Hasidic. Yeah, I know. Is it time for an unfollow? Yeah, they got basic checked. I think you want to cut Spell Snare, but keep in Hex probably for Ashling. And then Negate can go. The removal is good. Assuming Ghost Vacuum's not the greatest against Wistfulness. Ooh, Nagi's probably fine. And all is good if they have like 4 Overlords, so that's kind of Blizz dependent. And then Bitter Triumph can go because it's your weakest removal spell. I guess one Hex can go too. I was a little surprised that the Lessons players didn't have more Price of Freedom in their sideboards. It was like not unreasonable to predict that like 70% of the meta was gonna be like 1 or 0 basics in their deck. Seems like a good card to have. Could have waited there on Consult, but hitting land drop's nice, or finding another Consult or stock up obviously is fine too. Still sneaks up on me a bit. Yeah, that's all intense. Alright, hopefully I don't have another cavern. Uh-oh. Second true death. Yeah, the name Golem was the first one. Dude, it's been a while since I got the PT Plague. I'm feeling better finally. Alright. Is it just all one trigger? Does anyone know? Can I Tidebinder the whole thing? It's 4 triggers? I was hoping not to hear that. Could let them have it and just try and find a cover up. 3 left. I guess I'll do that. I guess this is fine. This will only get like one of each triggers. These scatters aren't doing much. What am I at? 15? I mean, Wanchiton could just own them. Or it could be bad. I guess I'll just stick the lands, but I'm not so sure. Tough. Thing has ward, can't really bounce the vibrance. I just play sewers like Tidemind or something. Try and cast cover up next turn. I think that's gonna be too slow. Alright, they get like double 4 mana. I should have countered the first trigger. No, it's kind of late. It's... What happened there? I don't know. I don't know what they're doing. Tommy counter, they're gonna get double trigger. Yeah, they use Gavin. Might be time to reload on the cuff medicine after this game. I'm just dead. Could have flashed in Tidebinder. Just to Harrow. Maybe an all is good. They have Drum and Throne. Maybe Overlords. They have Spider-Man, right? My Soul Guide. I think they have Spider-Man in their deck. Or do they not? Maybe they don't. Enemy 3, Blind, go to 5. Oh yeah, good call. Of this Kibler's list. Did Kibler not have Spider-Man in his deck? Okay. Let's do it all. This seems fine. I think like a decent bunch of things need to go right for them to win. It's not gonna happen every time. They do have Vibrance though to like keep getting more Cavern. It's not like that hard for them to like get a lot of Caverns in play, but still not super trivial. Such cards. So you were asking what's a good spot to stock up earlier. Someone was asking. So their 3-mana plays are not like super scary. So this is like pretty great spot to cast stock up, find some lands. Demolition Shield obviously, and then decide if you want 5th on tap lands inside Vunagi and 3 steps ahead. I'm gonna start picking up some cover-ups. Kind of tough spot for the second one. I think keeping Scatter is all greedy. I think keeping the cover-up's probably fine. Pick your poison. I mean, the card you really want to take is Demolition Shield. I'll take that though. Let's go after a starting town here. I don't want it. It's nice. Want that planned. Don't hate seeing go. This thing. actually talked a bit to Kibler before the Pro Tour, and we were talking about the no basics, and he was like, yeah, whatever, someone showed up with Demo Field. He also said, like, he played against Demolition Field 1 on the ladder and still won, so he's like, basics just too heinous every time you draw it. Oh, it kind of sucks to run that into Spider Sense. Gate. Gata. Bad matchup for no basics is less than was price. Makes sense. Or my one Shitong deck was 4 damage field, 4 price. Yeah, I was saying I was surprised not more people didn't have 4 price of freedom in their lesson sideboard. Seems like pretty much no one did. I was a little confused. See, going after starting town was pretty good here. Don't have red mana. Vibrance. Counter to get a land one. We binge watched a new season of Lincoln Lawyer yesterday, literally like all 10 eps. I can't remember when the last time I watched I did that was. Let's say somewhat, yeah, if when the card's on the stack, if you scroll on it, it will say can be countered. It glows red too. It literally says too if you scroll on it. Good day, first time chatter, welcome. Welcome to the chat. It's a pretty good use of my mana, I think. Could be very conservative and just do Tidebinder plus hard counter. Oh, I kind of got gods in that exchange. This one first. Double demolition field, 3 steps ahead. May just keep a stock up, maybe keep a wall Shitong. Feels like I'm past the demolition field part. Skip these two. Finally something that works out for me. I feel like my opponents kind of had my number lately, these games. That's pretty nice in the meta. A little edict. Or it works against Sirach too. Need to have Cavern of Souls plus something good. Alright, that's kind of tough. Yeah, much tongue is nice for sure. Shuluku. Oh, you were on the rail when that happened? Yeah, I had a pretty. I like won in the extra turns in the limited round. And on my last turn, I had 4 mana Elendra counter spells that counters like every spell and every trigger that's on the stack. And my opponent cast a Convoke Merfolk, tapping free Merfolk that had a trigger. So I countered the spell and the free triggers and got 4/1/1 flyers out of the card. That's like super sick. Yeah, that was on day one. That was when everything was going well. It was a super sick match. I got paired against Jody Keith, and like we were both 1-0. And like game one, I thought I was super far ahead. And I go the 4/7 that bring back, it comes in with two -1/-1 counters, and then you bring back creature that have power 2 or less from your graveyard. So I play that. I bring back a changeling, copy it, so now I have 2. And he goes, "Wow, nice combo, bro." I don't know if he did it on purpose or not. I know he's not everyone's favorite, but I'm not sure he did. And then he untaps and just plays the 7-mana giant that turns all my creatures into 1/1. So if I'd played like a little more cautious, I could have played around it, but I didn't know he had it. And so I lose a 35-minute game one, and then I won the next 2 games in like 15 minutes. And I mean, to his credit, he played fast and stuff. I mean, it was also in his interest to play fast, especially like game 2 I won pretty fast, but yeah. Oh, that deck. They have Monument in their deck. It's pretty scary. Let's see if we can find something that does something. Hex. I mean, Hex is not the worst thing, but it's not the best thing either. It's kind of tough. I don't really need another land, but I might. And they do have like moon shadows and stuff. Yeah, this game's gonna be tough. If they have Monument, I'll almost definitely lose. You know, Macy. Hope you had a good stream. So you're streaming a decent bit to keep everyone company while I was gone. I'm not gonna use it now. Yeah, I mean, they just discarded Blood Gas, like... Not great. And they have monuments. Yeah, it kind of sucks, but I'm just showing up with the nuts. Guys, they only had one Bloodghast. I want to at least be able to, like... I'm gonna cover up. I want to be able to, like, collect evidence. Insult's not enough. That's another nice thing about Stuck Up. The extra mana on Stuck Up helps you, like, collect evidence pretty easily. This matchup seems really bad. Yeah, I agree. I beat it the one time I played against it on the ladder, but it was very close. I mean, I think it's fine if you keep Monument up the board. You do have, like, Null, Negate, and stuff after sideboards. I'm not running the seats. Grips Bloodghast, easy. This game's pretty much over. You know it's dead, right? Let's see what's bad against them. Not sure how much you need to respect their cheap drops. How many hex you want. Also not sure if you want to play the cover-up game against them. To cover up or not to cover up? Probably not. Probably just play just mid-range a bit. Shoot, the chef's not very good. They have like Tursa, I think, that costs 3 or more. Maybe the Phoenixes. Let's try this. If he goes vacuum or Kibler, is it 1-1 or 4-4? I don't know. Oof. Ah. Let's go draw. Alright, so I can go Wan Shi Tong to demo field. I'm just gonna add. Ready to scale that thing. I have counter spell mana up. Alright, that was nice. No blood gassed. And number 4. Yeah, Harvester is really good. Flying haste attacks each one. Cover up. Well, I have a lot of creatures, so I decided not to have my cover ups. Not King Ashing is rough. Well, it's my sideboard. Card does not seem very good against Wan Shi Tong. Alright, off to the races. I don't know what they have. I know they have Bitter Triumph, at least. I'll take a hit. One she dies to Hex. I mean, they're not gonna have Hex here. I don't think so. Hope I get the rest. I probably would have the rest first. Binder that. And also play Wan Shi Tong. How big is it gonna be? 4. I guess I have Reef. Just trade Wan Shi Tong for it. Or I could take it. And attack for a bunch. Have a blood gas in the yard too. Tough one. That could both force a trade. I mean, they can just take it, right? Try and kill me. Discard a card, then draw 2 cards. Can demo them. Demo is optional. Binder this. So Tursa doesn't do anything funny. Still have negated. They have a second flail. I guess I can block too. Maybe I should have negated that and then just Tidebinder the blood gas trigger, maybe. I don't feel like damn if I do them. Like I'm kind of good either way. Trying to think what they could have. From nothing. I don't think they played Burst Lightning. I also didn't get priority. Alright, that was close.
48 months. The time gap spent in the US chatting.
Yeah, it's gone forever, really. Case, monument, cheap creatures. To cover up or not to cover up? TR and shield. Maybe I need more spell snares on the draw. I guess 3 steps ahead on the draw is just too expensive. Solgal Lantern's not the greatest. Their 2-drops are pretty scary. They might have Bitter Charms too. Like, Case not a card that makes daily cover a little scary, like... Yeah, I don't think I want to play the cover-up game. Guardian's not the worst blocker. It's a little slow. Maybe I'll just do all the spell snares. Maybe I'll do all the stuck-ups. I'll do all the spell snares. Did you ever have a Mystical Teachings deck from back in the day? Played Mystical Teachings in Block Constructed Pro Tour. Just blue-black Mystical Teachings. That's a really good deck. My friend almost won the tournament. Wapo actually won the tournament. He beat my friend in the semis. Olaf for a Lantern and Sion maybe the Bloodghast. Nah. Wow. Brutal. Pretty good draw. Okay, can live with that. Alright, should be GG. Gonna let it resolve and start racing. Real silly though. Okay. Kind of scary. Discard a card and draw 2. They have a Bloodghast. I guess you need to discard. That costs mana too, right? Costs mana. Alright, one Shitong, you beautiful bird. You beautiful pigeon. Good town. So do I go after their lands, or do I just cast a stock up for now? Double red, double black. A null. You gotta keep shooting the sheriff man up. Wow, all these spells there. They were really good. Just betrayal them now, maybe? I don't think there's any way they can, like, give me was the Phoenixes, right? Warlock is an outlaw, right? I should have waited. Now they got to unlock their case. It's kind of scary. I might lose. I might just lose now. Oh. Maybe I should have kept SM Scatter here. Oh, this is in the graveyards. Right. 3 cards a turn. Gotta close out the game really fast. Need to find like Unagi. I think you probably just consult now. Let's try and Fire River region too would be good. $14? So this can be 8 power maybe? Guess I don't have to cast it now. Can wait. See what they do. No, oh, that's nice. Made it easy on me. No mind games. Let's play a reach first, see what we need. Thanks for the match, GG, having 2 games. That was close. That was very, very close. Alright, I get to get my revenge. And maybe try not to play like a monster this time. Well, that's easy. X usually does nothing in their deck. good matchup. It is. Has been so far anyways. So they might have a crab. Crab's 2 mana already. Kind of tricky. Could take untap step. This is kind of bad for me. I mean, it'd be hard to imagine they would do that, but they just slammed 2 crabs here. That's kind of cold. Kind of have to be ghosting to play that way. Like, I could just have cover up if you do that. Okay, what if they do though? I mean, if they do, I'm kind of screwed, honestly. This got 2 hand size, it's fine. Yeah. Damn, no cover-ups. Could have kept land. Like, game 1, they have stock list like 1 spell pierce, 2 spider sense, 3 spells there, I think. I think keeping removal is good too. On that planet would have been nice here. So now I get right by spell pierce. Just wait a turn. Discarded what, 2 burst lightnings. I play attachment. I don't like it. Let's take untap land. Oh, let's just take a removal spell. Hopefully they don't play that Lynx in their main deck. Alright, took the land because it plays around Spider Sense plus Spell Pierce. You need to have like double Spider Sense, and then even then I shoot one of the Elementals. It looks like their list is all different that attachment, so who knows, maybe they have like 3 steps ahead or something in their deck too. Yeah, that's a neat trick to at least save one, even if it resolves. Well, I guess I get to like exile it and get the one in their hand. Sorry. Been trying to mute. How to play 4 Winter Night Stories, 2 Intrusion, Dragon Haunts, 3 Spell Snare, 1 Pierce. Yeah, I mean, still the same mix of removal, I guess. Alright, need to dodge, like... Card being a Spell Pierce would be annoying. Spell Snare, I mean, Spell Pierce on tap. Last Burst Lightning, GG. Yeah, game should be over. Alright. Pierce, Snare, Stroke. Nagi, One Sheet Tongue, the rest, Betrayal. And goes Vacuum. Cut the Hex DDs. Yeah, I'll just try and keep all the cover-ups. Rawl is all scary when you play the cover-up game, but... 3 steps ahead and then null. I got some of the top end. Maybe like trim a cover up. Maybe just keep 2 cover ups. If you exile their 4/5, they can't cast Flood. The crab is also an elemental. That's why that deck's really nice. That deck was around too, right? Before the Pro Tour. The deck showed up on Magic Online and stuff. Tough. I don't really keep that. Don't even have like a stock up. Could be worse. I don't think Wraith's like super effective against them. That card's obnoxious. How's the Extrusior matchup been for you? I once said the PT and once or twice online and seems Seems good, honestly. I don't know. Seems good on paper to me, and it's played out that way. Who knows? Maybe I'm running good, but seems like their cards don't line up very well against yours. Worst game I've had is the ones where they just saw their hand attack. Well, yeah, depends. The match I played at the PT, my opponent literally just like duressed me 3 times in game 2 and cast a million stock ups, and then he just died to my creatures, to my flash creatures, so I was not super impressed. Yeah, I don't know, maybe they can win if they draw the right mix of everything. Not sure I've lost a game in that matchup yet, though. Man, Beyond's so annoying. I'm gonna take so much damage if I try to Bitter Triumph here. It's like I'm so stuck, though. You get the feel of Ruined, but then it rams them up like crazy. Just feels like I'm so far behind. Sorry. Alright, I mean, I'm gonna get one out, but I'm gonna try and kill it now. Sometimes they don't have it. Oh. I had a spot like that at the Pro Tour in round 8 of day 1 when I was playing that matchup where he says go with 1 mana up and I tap out for kick consult and he's like, yup. You know, in his like free spell snare spell pierce deck where he hadn't done much either, so that worked out pretty nicely for me. It was a good sequence. Betrayal, you get your 2 Eternite stories. That was nice. I'm gonna lie, that was nice. They can't cast their creatures, so their dex does like nothing right now. So I'm not in a rush. Should I shock? Should I shock? Probably not. Yeah. So I can consult and then untap stuck up plus negates. Well, I can play Drago a little more. I'll take a draw step. Easy. Start casting spells. Do you plan to spell pierce here? Spell snare. I think so. These cards are gonna be good against me. Committed. Okay. That means they don't have spell snare. Good news. It means they don't have spell snare or spell pierce. Like Restless Reef. like a bit of a raw insurance. I might just kill them at some point. And the land will be good eventually. Or I could take both removal. They usually keep in burst lightning, so Reef's not super appealing right now. Tough one. Alright, I'll take both removal. How much was the abilities and how much was the deck? Oh, fuck, they have it. I think the deck was really good. It was good in our testing, you know, we're playing against good players in our testing, so. Just like lines up pretty well in the meta and. Any reason to hold a land? Not really. Bluffing, I guess. Also, open necklace is pretty nice for control decks. It hasn't been too big of an issue so far. I feel like the hands you keep are like just fine against everyone for the most part. You're not making crazy mulligan decisions because your cards are pretty versatile overall. Oh, you might as well just play it sooner rather than later, I think. They already played 2 hard counters. Oh, gross. Should I demo field? A ring? Not sure. Let's all cover up first. Oh, gonna cover up. Good cover up raw, honestly, was my hands. They're gonna have 2 at most. And the crab's pretty scary too. Sometimes I only play 2 of the crab. So that card, they might just play Stoke first and I can spell snare it. Can I guess crab right away? I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Plenty. Crab would be a little scary. And Raw is also scary. Oh, they have 4. Okay. They have 4 and they don't have another Raw. Oh yeah, they have the Lynx. I was trying to see what counters they had for one Shitong as well. Yeah, take a look. They probably have 1 Raw. Really, I feel like the PT maybe. I feel like the list I've played against since. Oh man. So I'll give them an extra mana. I want to see if they had Get Out or Stroke in their deck. Yeah, the blue mana might legit was insane. Spellemental too. Did they discard anything good? Well. I was gonna play like a coward, I guess. Eh? Could one Shitong instead. Why would I not? Burst lightning. Oh, pretty good. I'd Get Out.
Brutal, savage, wrecked.
Pretty good follow-up. River Region against Thunderflock, XDD. That was nice. That was real nice. Scamming points, am I? Is something not working? They have 10 cards left in their deck. Oh. Hate me. Oh. I just guess for the Regent. That makes sense. Buys me a little time. And their recast both and Sunderflock. Oh, I guess I could just bounce Elemental. Wow. The scoop when I'm at 5 in that spot. Lessons is the reason I'm afraid to play control in RCQs, yeah. Can't really blame you. Like... Also, people might just not have the cards for other decks, and they might have the lesson deck from like before, stuff like that. So they're playing blue-white flash. Could flash in one Shitong. Well, Spelly. I don't know what's in their deck exactly. Good stock up now. Do they usually play... Do they usually play, like, wide endurance, though? Maybe I'll just play one Shitong. As a 1-1. The PT list had Innocence, post PT no. Post PT list as a Johnny instead. Yeah, I mean, oh, and Heinen and stuff. We're gonna on tap and play it as a free, but they have seam rips and stuff. Someone who's rusty and standard. That blue-red deck I just played against is pretty good and like pretty normal standard deck, I would say. So pretty normal constructed deck. I mean, pretty nice. And just land probably. I didn't bottom it demolish and feel like a dummy, did I? Is Obenem also Frio? They try to pair you, I don't know. You know, it's the more you wait, I don't know if it's still that way, but usually like they try to pair you and then they try to pair against someone with your record. I played Dimir over Jeskai. I don't know, I haven't really played Jeskai. Assuming Jeskai is just not the greatest, but it did kind of okay at the PT. Better than I expected it to do. Let's take Scatter for sure. And in the end, it's probably pretty good, right, against their stuff. Or I could just take more card advantage. I'll take removal. Ooh, Fountain Port. Annoying. 1 Anchorage. 2 Temples. This doesn't even have Fountain Port. Alright, just use my mana while I can. Try and be efficient. Can they kill a 6/7 flying? Get lost, maybe. Oh, so Airbend against Scatter, I can still cast it, right? Ooh, cover up. Cover up all your Angs. Sounds pretty nice. Alright, let's see. 1 Wrath, 3 Curiosity, 4 Interrupter, 1 Wide Innocence, 2nd Tideminder, 4 Hiding, 2 No More Lies, 2 Seymour. So they can get rid of the dragon by tapping it. Avatar's Wrath. Pretty nice DN target, honestly. Could probably river first too. Either would be fine. Maybe I'm playing too scared, especially since we see they don't have Get Lost. Minder to Surveil trigger. Got him. Let's use our cards. I was hoping almost for no more lies here. Yeah, it's annoying. Oh, annoying. That Fountain Port too. You bounce the Seam Rip just to make them spend the mana. Might as well, right? Not costing me anything. That's nice. Another one for Betrayal. Could copy my River Regent. Bounce anything. It didn't really matter at this point what I did. So they're gonna have a couple strokes maybe. More annoying and flash creatures. Let's see, Betrayal, Harvester. Maybe Duress. Maybe the creatures. Spell Snare. The Null? The Null for the Endurings? The High Noons? I wonder if they board out High Noon. I'm gonna board out some Seam Rips. 3 steps ahead, it's a little clunky, and Null can go negate. Trim the cover-ups. Kind of need Glenelendra just because you need the creatures, I think. The rest could break. Maybe I won't do the rest. And then the one sheet tongue's like pretty bad against Interrupter and stuff. Bad against Interrupter and bad against Ang, so maybe I'll just trim a Consult too. Someone to draw. On the Rhino, they have a lot of annoying cards, but their stuff also is all clunky sometimes. I don't know. Um. Huh. Expensive, but you don't want to kill it right away. They can punish me with like a Johnny. I want to kill it right away, right? That cup sounds like it hurt. It's better. Today's been much better. Like, I started coughing a tiny bit on Sunday night on the plane. And then Monday I was kind of okay. And then Tuesday I got started getting sick and stuff. And then it's just a cold. I haven't had a fever, but I've been like coughing a lot and you know, stuffy nose, bit of a headache, just run down overall. Alright, downside of the end is if they're like an actual planeswalker, I might be in trouble. But obviously Betrayal here is like not very efficient. It could be though. Could have Spell Snare. I get to see their hand too, which is nice. We didn't see Elspeth in game 1. They probably have like 1. What are my thoughts on the recent Pro Tour? That's a pretty vague question. I mean, I can rumble or ramble, I mean, but probably helps if you narrow it down a bit. I'm just gonna use the end. Okay. Free a Johnny. The 2 Archmage, Tidebinder. Still have 2 High Noons in there. Stroke, Sheet. They have No More Lies, and I have Spell Snare. And they have Voice, but no combos with Voice. So that should go stock up. Bait the No More Lies. Well, not really bait, but make them use it now. Get a Swamp. And get... Man, their free cards are good against Wan-Shi Tongue, but I'm probably going to be able to flash it into play anyways, right? I don't know. I think the Greed is fine. Do you recon the ban anything Monday? I haven't thought about it. What's the discourse? Okay, so they can only cast 1 spell now? Alright, let's see. Wan-Shi Tongue, they can Ang. So fine, right? I think I just want to cast River Region, right? And they're gonna interrupt it. That's fine. I don't know. I don't know what should they ban. I mean, do they need to ban anything right now? Oh. Surprised it didn't interrupt it and then Ang my Wan-Shi Tongue. I think maybe they messed up. To be a little careful, I guess, on them flipping that. Guess I could just play a Betrayal here. Is there a reason not to play River Region every time I can? Just jam the River Region down their throats. Shoot the Sheriff seems good. And then Demo Field seems good, maybe. Alright, I need a huge draw step. I'm not even sure what saves them anymore. I can Tidebind Demo Field, so I need to be a little careful. I guess I can scatter it. Do I care? Doesn't feel like I can really lose. Sure, I'll find a way. Alright, they can flip that. It's all their mana, though. Alright, well. It's what, a 5/5? Alright. That was, I don't know. Hey, whatever. I don't think I could really lose at this point. Alright. Good run. After playing these few matches, I'm not sure I would change anything. I would need to play the Lessons matchup more to get a feel for that. See if I need a little more help. But overall, I was pretty happy with the Liz. That first run, I kind of messed up a bunch. It's funny, I said the Spellementals matchup is tricky to navigate, and I think I lost 2 games where I was ahead, and I got all careless, and they can punish you, and that's what happened. And second run went a little better, so that was nice. So yeah, deck list in the description if you made it this far. Feel free to leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you all next time. Take care, everyone.